Preferred Company. It's about home health care.
Preferred's a friend you can depend on. Home health care with feeling. We're a part of the family, the way it ought to be. I preferred home health care. You're in Preferred Company.
Here is your radio host, Joel Markell, president and founder of Preferred Home Healthcare and Nursing Services, and co-host Marianne Levy.
Everything that we've discussed so far this morning has come from passion.
Of course.
Okay, whether it be shopping, cars. You and I have have a passion for cars, especially vintage, and now pets, and a business idea that I came up with.
It isn't like you have this idea and nobody would take advantage of it.
Right.
The more that we talk about it, that last call, Winnie, right?
Winnie.
She
yes.
brought up a point that I didn't even think of. So let's say you have your cat or your dog, and you need transportation. So you call up the Uber or whatever the transportation taxi company.
Right.
Most of the time, they're not going to allow you to bring a pet into their cab or into the Uber. Mm-hmm. So then what do you do?
Do you know, I have a friend
that's why the service makes sense.
Impaired, okay? Eye impaired. He's blind.
Right. Sure.
He's blind, okay?
Right.
And Mike was at the YMCA one day. Now he's got his German Shepherd, who is his guide dog, okay? Called up Uber to get the ride. Uber showed up, would not accept the dog. Mike called Uber. Now, this was in the beginning stages of Uber. Called Uber up and said, hey, listen, I'm standing out here. Right. This guy refused to take me. And it is a seeing eye dog.
Yeah.
By law, you do have to accept a service dog. Now, with Uber, it's a private thing. So I don't know if that law applies to that.
I would think it would, but I don't know that for sure.
But there's another thing. Maybe we have a listener friend that is eye impaired. Seeing impaired? Seeing impaired. Yeah,
right, okay. I'll go with it.
And can't drive anymore or whatever. That's where I come in and I take the dog or the cat to the vet or the groomer.
Yeah.
You know, there's going to be a fee, obviously. There's going to be a fee. And it's just, like we said, it's in the beginning stages.
Think about what you told me. You were telling me a scenario where, okay, it's one thing for the transportation, but the first step is to get the animal into the car, which that can be a lot of an effort. That can be a big effort, okay? But how about this? You arrive at the vet. Now what happens? You let your dog out. You got the dog on the leash. And what's typically at the vet? A bunch of other dogs, a bunch of other animals. And there you go. There you go. See? And there it is. See? You know?
And our guest is in studio. A nice surprise. We want to welcome Jim Jacob, who's president and CEO of New Jersey Shares Incorporated. Welcome to Preferred Company.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay. Jim, what exactly is New Jersey Shares Incorporated?
New Jersey Shares is a statewide nonprofit organization that helps people who don't qualify for federal or state assistance with their energy bills. We also have programs that help people with their water bills with Suez, New Jersey American Water. And we do communications lifeline with Verizon New Jersey, which helps people with both landline telephones and broadband.
All right, well, let me ask you this. You said you help with people that are not eligible. So we're talking about people that are already not on assistance?
Yes.
So there's that in between. You've got people that are just throwing out the dollar bills. You got people that are scraping the dollar bills off the ground. And then you got the people in the middle where maybe they just can't make those ends meet, but they're not eligible for assistance.
That's correct. It really was designed when we started in 1998 to help moderate income households who were facing a temporary crisis. And our history has told us that most people who have come to New Jersey Shares, 92% have never come for assistance more than twice in their life. So it's really people with a temporary crisis who don't qualify for federal or state programs. New Jersey has some great state programs to help people
that we're not aware of.
Right.
Okay. David?
Yeah, this is great, by the way, because I think it is so important, especially for our listeners, to educate them on what's available and how to go about it, because I find a lot of people that move from up north down here, and they're seniors, they're retired, they're on a fixed income, is to find out what's available. And it sounds, just looking at your resume here, you've been providing a lot of assistance in a lot of different areas. I noticed PAD here was one, the prescription plan that you've assisted people with, and other programs to educate them on what offerings are out there and how they can benefit.
Right. Well, we believe that people don't have just one issue, one problem. So we try to help them find assistance that may qualify, like the PAD program or like SNAP, the food stamp program. So when someone calls us, we try to help them not only find our programs, if they have, for example, in your listening area, if they have Jersey Central Power and Light or New Jersey Natural Gas or Atlantic City Electric, we have programs to help people pay those bills if they're facing a crisis, and we don't want folks to make some bad decisions like lighting their home with candles or doing some other things that might be very dangerous. So we were designed to help provide assistance for those families, and we've expanded the program to water and telephone as well.
Now, when you say provide assistance, are you actually paying, or are you working with that utility company to get the payments either lower or, hold off for a little bit so they don't get turned off?
Well, actually, we are making a grant in the name of the client. So when someone applies to us, we review their application, and then we contact the utility, and we'll make a payment on their behalf directly to the utility company. And
then what happens after that? Is the client, they have to pay you back?
No, it's a grant. It's so many people have been generous their whole lives, and now as you're talking about seniors and others, they face a crisis for the first time in their lives.
Right.
Well, we're an organization that's there to help them through that crisis, so we make the payment on their behalf. If there's more money that they owe the utility, they work out a payment plan.
Okay.
But the utility guarantees to continue their service for at least 30 days to give them time to sort it out if it's more than what we can help them with. And the same thing is true with the water programs, where we provide them with assistance that helps them either get a discount on their future service or a one-time grant, which is really very helpful for them. Mm-hmm. And with the Communications Lifeline, which is both broadband and landline phones, for those of us that have landline phones still, that's a significant discount on a monthly basis. So that's not a direct grant, but it gives them a discount. So if you have a landline phone, it can give you almost a $23 a month discount on your phone bill.
Which could make that could make a grocery bill.
That's exactly right.
Now, you've been doing this for you've been president and CEO since 2003, so 14 years now. How, because I know what I want to say, I'm just trying to get the words. People in this position, okay, are very hesitant to ask for help. They're afraid that people are going to look down on them, that they're going to be judged, and they just don't want the help. Now, you have something like this, you're offering it, they should take advantage of it, but how often does this come across? I mean, David, what am I looking for? You've been doing it 14 years. How many people have you helped?
Well, I can tell you that since we were created, which was a little longer than that, so we're 19 years old.
Okay.
We've helped 184,000 households.
Wow.
Across the state of New Jersey.
And these are people that are not eligible for assistance.
Right.
And because there is that fine line. We heard about what just happened in Lakewood, and I'm not judging the whole community, and my equation to that would be like saying all Italians are in the mafia, okay? But there are people out there that take advantage of the system. Then there's people like this that they know they need help, but they won't go for it.
Or they don't know where to go to get the help.
Thank you, David.
Yeah.
Or they don't know where, how, and take that first step.
Well, we recognize that. And one of the things that we do, if someone were to talk to their utility company and say, I can't pay this bill, mm-hmm. and they have a really good prior record, and so they've been a great customer. No one wants to have their service turned off. The utility doesn't want to turn off their service.
Right.
So the utility will refer them to our program. But we also have 277 partners around the state of New Jersey. So those are community-based organizations, faith-based organizations, even legislative offices, assembly and senate offices. Mm-hmm. And we have that mix because sometimes people are embarrassed to ask for help. So they may not want to go in their community to the local nonprofit to get help, which they can do, and we partner with so many of those. But if they go to one of the assembly offices or one of the senate offices that we work with, they can get help there, and there's no stigma for people. So we tried to create a situation where people could freely access the system. They can also access us directly online mm-hmm. and file their own application if they, in fact, have a computer and feel computer literate.
You also, I'm just reading up here, you do offer assistance with other programs. Can you talk about those other programs that you help people with?
Absolutely. We recognized some years ago that water bills were an emerging problem. And so we've been able to partner with both Suezwater and with New Jersey American Water to help their clients who are having a tough time get a grant to pay their water bills. And that works similarly to the irregular energy program, where we pay the utility on their behalf. And for New Jersey American, there's also a significant discount that they qualify for, which really helps them make it through the crisis. And that program uses 300% of the federal poverty level. So most programs that the state has or the federal government are 200% or less. So this is for a population that doesn't qualify for those types of assistance. Atlantic City Electric has a new program this year that we've been happy to work with called Helping Hands, which has no income limits but can give an energy grant to help keep their service on. So that's a new critical component. We're very pleased that's a brand new program. And finally, the Communications Lifeline, which I mentioned briefly before, if you can save $23 a month on that, or for people for families and with children who need broadband, they can get a discount on the broadband service.
What's broadband?
That's internet.
Internet, yeah.
Oh, broadband. Oh, okay,
Sure.
all right, I got you.
So there's a discount program, and that's just recently started up, but they can get a discount. So if they qualify, if they're in any one of multiple programs that qualify for that program, they can also get a discount on their broadband. So those are the other types of programs. They're all related in one way or another to utilities and to an underserved population who don't really have someplace else to go.
All right, you're listening to
sounds
Preferred
great.
Company. Marianne and David, Joel on vacation. We'll be right back.
Back to Preferred Company with your hosts, Joel Markell and Marianne Levy.
At Preferred Home Healthcare, you're in Preferred Company.
So on your website, somebody goes and they want to fill an application out online. It'll list all the different offerings and different things you can assist them with, as well as if they don't want to make the phone call, they can go online and submit an application.
Absolutely. On our homepage, we use houses because we really think we're about neighbors helping neighbors.
Sure.
And so there are just houses for each program. They click on it and it takes them to a place. They can either get a list of agencies that are local to them, or they can, in fact, if they have a computer, they can do the application themselves, and they can either fax or scan the backup materials to us.
Okay.
Because we need a signed application to be able to act on their behalf, et cetera. So,
or they could print out an application, fill it out, and mail it in with the required documents.
Exactly. So we try to make it as simple as possible for folks because we recognize people don't need a complicated application.
Sure, of course.
And they also, as we're talking about, are reluctant sometimes to ask for help. So we try to make it simple. We certainly always honor their confidentiality. And, many of the people we've helped years later have come back and been donors to New Jersey Shares because they recognize the program has that kind of value. So it's exactly the folks we've been talking about, the people who are often forgotten.
Sure.
Because they don't qualify for any programs that were designed for low income.
But I'm just reading here. I went up on the website, which is jjacob@njshares.org. All right. And you think about this, households who receive your help are weathering, like you said, a financial storm where maybe they're okay paying their bills during the year, but all of a sudden something pops up. The car goes bad, or someone gets sick and you have to pay a medical bill. Now you got to rob Peter to pay Paul. Then once you start doing that, it throws everything off. Or let's say you can't make that full payment, then the percentage rate goes up, and then you just get in a snowball effect. And that's where you are to help out so that doesn't happen.
Right. We want to stop that ripple effect of crisis. So if we can take the energy or water or telephone bills and reduce the burden for that, then they don't have to choose between getting their meds this month or perhaps not being able to buy the food they need. So we really try to help folks so that it's a comprehensive program. And we work closely with other organizations because sometimes someone goes in and they need other help. So if they need help, and there's a food pantry, one of our connections, food pantries, they can also get that assistance. If they need help with building a resume, they can get that help at one of our community partners. So there's a lot of things that our partners do because we help each other. The network that we created was designed to be holistic in its approach.
Have you found people, and I hate to put a negative in here, have you found people trying to take advantage of your situation? Like, they use it once for the electric, then they come back for the water, then they come back for this. And how do you turn them? Do you turn them away? Have you turned anybody away?
Well, we have turned some folks away because of qualifications, or sometimes their history with the utility provider may not be very good, and so there's also sometimes the bills are extraordinarily high because of several reasons. So in some cases, if our grant can't help, then we won't make a grant. But we very rarely see somebody who's coming in and doing multiple programs.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, generally speaking, if they qualify for the energy program, they might not qualify for the telephone program. So it's slightly different populations for each program, and so it really does provide a different kind of assistance for folks who have no other choice.
Can you give that website again?
Sure.
And a phone number where if somebody wants to reach out.
So it's www.njshares.org, and the phone number, it's a toll-free number. It's 1-866-657-4273.
Do you have a Facebook page?
We do.
You do?
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. You hit me. Okay.
Although I'm something of a technology dinosaur, so
It's okay. It's all good.
I know how to get from point A to point B with this, so I can lead listener friends to Facebook page, and sometimes that's easier. It's easier just to go to Facebook. All right, on Facebook, what would they look up?
NJ Shares, and they'd be able to find it on Facebook.
Okay. Let's give out a phone number. Now, will they get you? Will they get like a press 1 for this, press 2 for that? Like you're calling a utility company? Or is it direct answer?
Well, it depends on how many calls are coming at the same time.
Okay.
So we have a relatively small staff, being a nonprofit.
Right.
So if they dial the 1-866-657-4273, if one of our representatives are available, they will talk to them right then. If not, they'll be able to leave a message, and we will call them back.
Okay. What's that number again? Because I have a different number here.
Okay, it's 1-866-657-4273. That's our toll-free number.
All right.
And the website is www.njshares.org. So,
And then Facebook is NJ Shares. Nice.
Right. I went up on Facebook and I liked that page, so I will share it that way for you.
Thank you.
Well, Jim, thank you so much for spending some time with us, and I hope a lot of I don't want to say that. I don't hope a lot of our listener friends need to take advantage of you, but I want them to know that you are out there just in case something happens.
If there's a need, please reach out, go online, check it out.
Mm-hmm. And even if you just have a question, just call them up, and for peace of mind, God forbid something happens down the line, they know you are there for them just in case.
Plus,
so they don't lose the
too. Take a look at where there can be assistance. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, Jim, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful day, and we'll have you back again. You let us know how you made out. I mean, if anyone did get in contact with you, and if we can help you in any other way again, because it is a nonprofit. We're here for you.
We really appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you. Do you mind if we go back to your idea?
No, I don't mind. Absolutely not.
Okay, so you were talking about transporting animals, whether it's be the groomer or to the vet.
Right.
Have you thought about what the van would look like? See, I always think about that because you want a van to stand out and a phone number. And how about a catchphrase? You need a catchphrase.
All right, this is all just in the beginning stages.
No,
David.
but
all right, I know what you're saying, but I haven't thought that far yet.
Uh-huh.
It's definitely going to be preferred pet taxi if that name isn't already taken. See, now somebody might have already, and now that I'm saying it, somebody might go out there and take the name, and then they're going to make me pay for it. It was dumb.
You got to run out after the show now.
Yeah, I'm not a business person. I don't know how to handle stuff like this. So I may just have put out an idea that somebody's going to take it and run with it. All right?
But you're creative. You are creative.
Yeah, but I also got a big mouth.
How about this?
What?
When you have an opportunity, take out a piece of paper, a pen, pencil, whatever.
All right.
Draw the truck.
Draw the truck?
No. The reason I'm saying this is picture it. Picture the name. You got to have some sort of a phrase, something catchy. And then the phone number, obviously, because I think you got something here. You know what? And obviously with Joel, you've spoken to Joel about it.
Right.
position that to them. Say, hey, look at this. Something that's going to make people look twice.
Okay.
Because obviously, we're talking about on the radio, but when your van is out there picking up the different pets,
right,
you also want to advertise what you're doing so that the neighbor, when you're picking up the one animal, the neighbor of that person sees, wait a minute, what's that all about? Who's that?
Hey, listen, I just went online and I put up preferred pet taxi to see if there's anything up there. There's a preferred pet care, but this is like up in Maplewood, New Jersey.
Okay.
Down the line, it says some pets pet taxi, all right? So I went to the page, Facebook page. It's in Sabang Jaya. It's in Japan. Other than that, I don't see anything else up here.
Okay.
But
so we got to size up the competition. Is there anybody else out there doing it? Sounds like that's a no.
No, it sounds like there's a no up there.
Well, maybe
but I said, I shouldn't have. If this could make a go of it.
If it could make a go of it.
The only thing I'd have going for me
is you and what you bring to the table, and that's excellent.
If somebody else took my idea and ran with it, they would be just a person taking my idea and running with it.
They're not you.
It's not me. It's not the listener friends that know me, can trust me, my love of the animals.
But see, that's the business. It's not what you're just providing, is that they get you providing it. So somebody could be listening right now. They write the idea down. Yes, I'm going to do it. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
It's not you.
It's not me.
It's not you. It's not, no.
Well,
that's it.
We'll see. We still, again, beginning stages, just throwing it out there, getting the feel from listener friends. Would they take advantage of this service or not? And then word would travel and whatever.
Definitely there's some sort of a need. Because you and I have been talking about it off the air, and we talked about it on the air. There's people in these situations that it's difficult for them to get the animal to the vet, to the groomer, whatever it may be, without the groomer or the vet coming out to the house. And we discussed that it's pricey.
Right.
Makes sense.
I'm not going in it for a killing. Like I'm not expecting to retire.
And maybe you make a killing. It doesn't matter. It's your passion. It's what you love.
Yes.
And that's great. I like it.
Okay.
I'm glad you brought it up. See, this is cool. I like this kind of conversation.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Because it's exciting when you have passion.
Yeah.
And then you put it into action as you're talking about doing.
You got to do two things that you love. I don't know where I heard this saying, but they say if you have a job that you love, you never have to work a day in your life.
Yeah, that's well said. Sure.
I have a job that I love. Past 20 years, I don't feel like I've gone to work.
Do what you love and the money will follow.
Right.
So this is something you love.
Uh-huh.
And who knows what it will become. You still have this. We're still going to chin wag on the radio here. This is good.
No, you just can't make an appointment between 8 and 10 in the morning.
You tell that vet they're going to have to wait.
It's got to be after 10:30, 11 o'clock. There's going to be stipulations to it. And we'll.
How about this? What? They can make appointments. We all have to take shifts. Like,
you're going to do it too? You want to go?
I'll just be like, I'll be right back. Half hour later, I come back. Took care of Fifi to the vet, and we're good. No problem. Made the appointment on time. Don't want to turn anybody away, especially in the beginning of this business.
All right. We'll play it by ear. I'll let you know, listener friends, if anything comes of this. Now, switching gears here.
All right.
I've got some anniversaries here. Not people anniversaries.
Okay.
All right.
Go for it.
This was created by an act of Congress in 1798 today. I didn't see anything else up there about this, which I'm surprised. But it was the U.S. Marine Corps was created today by... Oh, wait. Then I'm going to do this. You know what we never talked about? Let me tell you these anniversaries.
Go for it.
And then I'm going to... Never got your opinion on this, all right?
Hit me.
Today, the immortal Babe Ruth played in his first major league game, Red Sox winning picture 1914.
Okay.
And on this day in history, in 1877, speak about patents... This was patented. It was made of cork.
Made of cork?
It was made of cork. It was patented this day in history in 1877.
And you're asking me what it is?
I'm asking you, what do you think it is?
Made of cork pipe.
A life preserver. Because we know cork floats, and that was the first life preserver.
Okay.
And 51 years ago today, this game debuted on television. 1966, it was the Newlywed Game.
What a show. Okay.
And of course, we mentioned this earlier, 7-Eleven convenience stores opened this day in 1927, and 7-Eleven is
going back
celebrated.
that far.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't
because they
have
were
said that.
open from 7 to 11.
No, I get it. I just didn't think they went back that far.
I didn't think so either, but all day today, small Slurpees? Slurpees.
The little
So if you like
Slurpees.
brain freezes, Slurpees are for you. Now, let's wrap this up. I did not watch it.
What?
Did you watch the Home Run Derby last night?
I did not.
You did not? Okay, so we can't discuss it. Apparently, this judge guy...
Yeah, I figured he would win it. He's with the Yankees.
But they said he's a freak of nature.
He's a big guy. He's got a beautiful swing, and when he connects, the ball never lands.
All right,
Out
now,
it goes.
We went through this with Mark McGwire. All right, Mark McGwire was a very big
I got you.
guy,
I know where you're going with this.
Do you think this guy judge, or do you think they're too smart today?
I would like to think so.
I would say they're not stupid today.
I would like to think so. I have no idea. I mean,
but he's a rookie still.
He is a rookie. Well, but he's an older rookie. He's not like a young rookie. I would hope not. I would absolutely hope not. I mean, he is having a tremendous season, and when he connects with a baseball, forget about it. I actually did see some highlights from the Home Run Derby, and it was like 500 feet, 507 feet, 514. He was just crushing it.
I got it right here.
Go ahead.
But I'm so well organized.
Hey, but you got it. All the papers were right where you need them.
The Home Run Derby was the Aaron Judge show last night. All right, Bob and I were talking about
and
this
the funny thing
yesterday.
about it, he lived up to the hype. He could have gotten out there and been like, as a rookie, the pressure, but no, he took care of it.
He's a rookie right outfielder. They said was simply in a class of himself. He had 4 times as many 500-foot shots as the rest of the field combined.
Yeah, he was hitting 500, 510, 514.
He didn't need all his time allotted. In 2 of the 3 rounds, hitting 23, 13, and 11, whatever that means, okay? And then Miguel Sano from the Minnesota Twins came in second.
Okay.
And then Giancarlo Stanton was eliminated in the first round. But none of this means anything to me because I don't understand it. But I get the magnitude of the event. This guy is a freak of nature.
He can just hit the ball.
How are the Mets? Or shouldn't I ask? Remember to count your blessings and not your troubles. If you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. Have a great day. And if you meet a nurse or a home health aide, say thank you from all of us here at Preferred Company.
Thanks for watching Preferred Company. For more information or to inquire about the services offered by Preferred Home Healthcare and Nursing, call 1-800-603-CARE.
1-800-603-CARE.
That's 1-800-603-2273 or visit preferredcares.com. Friend Preferred Home Healthcare and Nursing Services on Facebook and follow them on Twitter.